All right. Um, a lot of people have asked, what's the deal with the old blood? And of course, like I told y'all, I've got a couple old straws, very, very like I say top 25 old dogs in Armani and Ozone. But I also, have spoken about Remy, which I know Remy is out there. You can still get your hands on Remy. You can still get your hand. I don't know about King Kamali, but I know someone just bought a Sway stud. You can get your hands on Little Row. It's quite a few older dogs that you can get your hands on, but what's the importance of it? Well, the importance of it is it does break your blood down and it does give you the ability to not necessarily start over, but it gives you the ability to refresh your blood in a way that you can eliminate a lot of issues, because some of the issues that come along is over the American Bully lifespan, we've seen people breed heavy towards one dog or the other. Um, my dog Denzel was one of those dogs where a lot of people just had heavy, heavy Denzel blood. Of course, Dax, it was just a heavy, 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 heavy Dax thing. Um, Although I don't consider him an American Bully, Miyagi was the same way. Remy was the same way. Paco was the same way. And when you breed that heavily line bred and you just keep on condensing it, Excalibur was another dog. You need an outlet to break those genetics up. A lot of people who are breeding today are still technically line breeding and they don't know it, and they wonder why you may start losing bone, you may start getting weaker hearts, you may start getting a ton of different issues that come along with these dogs. And primarily the reason why these issues are coming along is because your blood is weakened, your blood is broke down. It's line breeding going too far is incest. And a lot of these dogs are ancestral. Now you ask, what is the benefit of getting a Remy or getting an older straw in general? It breaks that cycle. So say for instance you have a super bully female, and her pedigree is, heavy edge, heavy Gotti. Who knows? You might even have some fucking Dax or Rocco blood in there, the type of bloods that I don't like. By you breeding that blood to, say, for instance, a Remy, you split everything apart. You know what I mean? The genetics that have been condensed now, unless she's heavy Remy, by the way, but the genes that have been condensed now are broken up. You see a lot of growth. The opportunity for these dogs to get bigger now is back, because the condensing of the bone and some of the shrinkage that you see in these dogs or the other issues comes from the genetics just being far too tight. By introducing new blood, which is actually old and more pure blood, back to the table, it allows you to allow these dogs to get back to a healthier state, to free the genetics up for the optimum growth and development, and then you can run it back to what you had. At least you have one split to where you've done this. And for me, I would take it, possibly run a female to one of the dogs I like now, then get a male off of that and run it back to the old stuff that I just did. You know what I mean? To keep that blood freshened up. Because a lot of you don't understand why your dogs are losing substance. Your dogs are losing substance because they're just quite simply too tightly bred. Of course, there are those issues where you bring in bulldogs and different things like that, but we have to do better overall. But we'll talk about that on the live, which I'll be going on very, very shortly. Until next time, peace.